How's it going? Welcome back to the show. And today we'll just be having like a rather easy chat. I mean, most of our talks are easy chats, but just a more easier chat. So if you spend some time on social media like I do, you will find a lot of videos on uh, exciting moments in people's lives or like very fulfilling, very photogenic moments. And if you're just watching those, you feel like, oh man, that is life. You made it right there. But usually, uh, everyday life for everyday people, it's just slow, repetitive, boring work. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you shower, you go to work, you come back, you have dinner, you go to gym, you go on a date. But basically, not much super excitement about everything, really, really boring. And that can be like that with taking care of your health as well. Gym is not always exciting. You don't always feel like it. Flossing, definitely not fun. Some people bleed. Some people think it's painful. It's really, 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 really boring. You have to go in between all of your 32 teeth. And if you weren't flossing, your 31 teeth. And if you really weren't even brushing at night, maybe your 28 teeth that you have left. I'm Dr. Craig,
And I'm surprised.
and this is Hills Talk.
Can you shut up?
Cool. So if you take your tongue and you run it through your teeth, you should feel something smooth, like a polished stone, basically. And if you feel like you know, there's like a little bit of bump there, like a little bumpy layer upon your teeth, well, chances are you have some plaque accumulation. And I guess for waking up, going to work, going home, gymming, it doesn't really affect you that much. But in the long run, it can affect your dental health and it can affect your social life because it goes from you just feeling a little papilea to people spotting it. I know I have spoken to some girls who said their deal breaker on a first date was bad teeth. Not necessarily how they were positioned, just bad hygiene. Yeah, bad teeth, like weird angulation, that will just bother like a OCD dentist, but not a lot of people. So cleanliness.
Indeed, I'd like to start my opening statement by saying
I
no
talk a lot, don't I?
shade to the people with 28 teeth. Okay, I have 28 teeth. I do. I have 28. 28.
Yeah.
You know, some people have 22. No, you might have 20, but doesn't matter.
I have 27. So like, yeah.
Oh wow. So,
Yeah.
okay.
I sounded like a hater, huh?
Yeah, it's not like, oh yeah,
And I was roasting myself too. I wasn't born a dentist. So
yeah.
I messed up quite a bit. And sometimes you didn't even have to mess up. Like this guy, just
Wisdom
wisdom
teeth.
teeth.
Yeah, wisdom teeth,
Mhm.
Yeah, so look, there was this interesting thread. Sometimes I go on Twitter and one of the prominent celebrities of Southern Africa said,
Uh-huh.
you guys should go to the dentist, referring it to males. But she was cooking, okay? She knows
Oh
us.
yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Was it on X?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I saw something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
She did cook, okay? She did cook. I would say cleanliness is next to godliness. You can buy yourself that nice pair of Louis Vuittons, right?
Mm.
Yeah, fantastic. In fact, there's this thing called the iPhone 17 Pro Max. You can buy that, right? Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
You can even buy a Lamborghini Urus. Why can't you buy yourself a nice smile? And you don't have to spend a lot. You don't have to have Hollywood teeth. You just have to make small adjustments, because the way you would go do your nails and cut your hair is how you should feel about your teeth. But it's different because they actually have a function as well.
Yeah. And like the sucky thing about it is that for most of the time, no one is gonna cheer on you. No one is gonna give you compliments. Like if you go get a facial, you get some nice skin stuff, they're like, oh, you got this glow, you look really, really good. But there's no trophy for like flossing, especially like even if it's your back teeth. Because, who gets to see that? You know, but you know,
You
and your partner knows. Like I didn't know there was a thing called like dead breath, like dad as in father.
Oh yeah. That's
like-
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's the stuff that gets stuck behind your teeth. Like say you have like biltong and you go brush your teeth. If you floss like in like 2 days after that, you might still just find some biltong in there. Like stuff just accumulates, like brushing isn't enough. That's why those boring, tedious, painful things will help in the long run. And you can talk like this with a person without having them dodge you. You know?
Did I
You ever
dodge?
try to holler? Yeah, like
I didn't dodge. You see?
yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That's what.
How's it, my bebes?
Hey man,
Right? Yeah. Uncle Mananda.
you see?
Yeah,
To all the homies, right?
seriously, that's part of game.
All our bros. Guys, do me a favor, come see a dentist, come see an oral hygienist, because, I mean, I'm off the market, so I don't pull game anymore. But anyway, you might be single. And look, I know you. You've got this nice trim, connecting beard. And
Buff and shine.
ooh, boy, skin on fleek. Now you go to wherever you go for fun, and then you speak to a girl like, man, it's not cute. It's not cute. Worst of all, for the ladies as well, it's not cute. Imagine, right? Whoever's single in this room, nobody's single in this room, I'm exposing them all. There's 4 men in this room. None of them are single.
I'm not single.
Story for another day.
Okay. I guess surprise there's a girl for me.
She's from church. Anyway, and you might be even a girl. This is not gender specific, but you meet people and you speak in meetings, and sometimes that smell that you might notice sometimes when you're like, my breath stinks. Yeah, it's because of that plaque and that buildup of calculus that's been there for a while. So if you're going to engage with people, if you're going to go outside and be social, take care of your smile. The same way you go do your nails and get yourself nice shoes and, trim your hair and get yourself a nice weave. This is part of the process of self-care.
And sometimes, do you know, like when you visit a person and they just have that house smell, but that person who lives there doesn't know it smells like that? Yeah, because like you just get I forgot the word, sensory adaptation or something. But basically, you get used to it. If your breath is funky for the first day, you just might get it. 2 days, just eventually you stop smelling it. But just because you stop smelling it doesn't mean other people do too. So when you can't trust your nose anymore, we will show you images of a healthy smile, healthy gums, and what could potentially be bad. So we have nice, tight, pink gums fitting right well. Doesn't even seem to have pockets around your teeth. And it looks like this. I'm doing this because like the editor will need, I'm not sure where it's going to be. Here? Yeah, this feels comfortable.
And I
right
must
here.
add,
Yeah.
if it's not you, tell your friend, yeah, be a good friend.
And if you can't send them this video,
Yeah, tell your sister.
It's easier to tell a sister.
Sisters are great.
Yeah.
Love my sister.
I love my sister.
Tell your mother and tell your father as well.
Exactly.
Or show them, or send them the video.
I'll send them the video. Yeah, I'm not wearing glasses. I didn't see that. Oh, but I'm guessing it's time for us to cut it short.
Show the images before we bounce.
Yes, and inflamed gums will look slightly red around the edges, and that's when you'll know there's a little bit of an issue. You'll bite into an apple, might see a little bit of spotting there. With your teeth, you're like, I always had great teeth. They were like not bright white, but like now you're starting to find like films of yellow right there at the bottom. That is a sign you should probably check it out. If you can see it, people can see it.
And if you bleed when you brush as well, backside.
I was thinking they got there because they don't brush. So I'm kidding. That's just a roast. I'm kidding. God damn it. We need to add those like old sitcoms laughter. Ha! So like people know when it's a joke.
Tom, do your thing. And then the last step, the granddaddy of all gum diseases. What did you talk about?
Perio?
Yes.
Oh yeah, perio. It's basically losing bone there. So like you would see your teeth appearing to be longer. You would see your roots exposing, and your gums aren't like a smooth wave now. Like there's like a dip somewhere, and you're also pretty sensitive to like cold stuff, but you don't have holes in your teeth. That is a sign of possible gum inflammation.
And here's another one. I know there's a myth out there that my grandmother ate ice and her teeth started to become shaky. That's not true. If your teeth become shaky, it's not because you ate ice, it's because you're developing gum disease. BTW, it is preventable and we can stop it. We can't heal it, but we can. So if you start noticing your teeth starting to shake a bit, it's also a sign that you gotta see us as well.
Yeah. So remember, the one way to avoid all of this is the slow, boring, repetitive work. I don't know why I said that slow, because it's slow and boring.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's very boring. We're trying to make it sound exciting for this content, but it's literally just brush your damn teeth
And floss.
and floss.
That's it. That's it.
You're gonna avoid a lot of dental visits.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And then just come twice a year, once a year. And we did give you tips on what to do if you don't have money, you see? So we can't say, I
Yeah.
don't have money. And if you do have money, there is no excuse,
The video will be somewhere there.
you know?
Yeah. Cool. It's been a nice chat, and we will see you again on the next episode of Hills Talk.